Alright guys, how you guys doing? That was a nightmare. The decals on this kit are just so thick. It took me forever to get them to get rid of the silvery. When I placed them on, they look like magnetic strips, you know, like they didn't even paint them on. They're just magnetic strips. That's how thick they were. But we're done. We're pretty much done, and we just need to put everything together. You know what? Let me use this. Maybe it looks better like that. Let me zoom you in. Bear with me, guys. I don't have two cameras, so alright, here we go. These are the bits already done. All the landing gear. We have the front wheel, the landing gear all done, the compartment doors, the landing gear doors, they're all done and decaled. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys could see what I'm talking about. I still gotta do a little bit of work, you know, but there we go. Alright, so let's start with this. All the compartment doors, landing gear doors, they're all done. Some of them have decals, some of them don't. The cockpit, the canopy, I mean, it's all decaled and all completed now. Then we have the landing gear. This is the only landing gear that has decals on, but it needs to still, the tires need a little bit of touch up. That should take no time. But I wanted to talk about this. This is as far as the painting work and work, this is the only thing that I gotta do. You guys could see, and thank God I used acrylics for the anti-glare panel, because I gotta strip the paint off, because the decals on this version did not match, or did not align, I should say, with the anti-glare lines, you know. So I gotta respray that, but that should take me no time, especially if I'm using acrylics. But let me show you the end result on this. Let me just place this on the bottom. Okay, there it is. Let me zoom out, and you can see her. Like I said, the decals are a nightmare. Tamiya's decals, they're known for being a little bit thick. So if you're gonna do this kit, I would recommend you use your own decals, or aftermarket decals, I mean. There's still some decals that are wrinkled. I can't get rid of that. I tried everything. I tried microsol. I tried even X20A thinner, and the reason why they're still wrinkled, what I think, is that they were so thick that they first stretch and then they start to shrink, and when they shrink, that's when you get all these wrinkles, and you're supposed to not let them, you know, just let them sit. So that's what I did. I let them sit for a couple of hours. Came back, they were still wrinkles, so I will apply another coat. And I mean, it was just a nightmare. But I noticed it just happened on large decals. So like this one over here, and you can't really tell unless you get really close, but you know, there's still some wrinkles in there, which I'm not happy about. Yeah, you guys could see it's beautiful work. I mean, it adds so much to your model when you place them all on. But the thing is, it's gonna take you. It took me about 3 hours to do all this, guys, because like on this side, you know, there's let me count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 decals on this side alone. That's not counting the wings. That's not counting the bottom. There's, I think, about 12 on this side, and they're all like tiny. They're all tiny, and you gotta check your references, you know. And another thing that I noticed is that they don't line up the way they're supposed to. Believe me, I played with these decals for a long time. For example, this decal is only one decal right here. It's not the same length as this decal. So if you look at it from the top, it doesn't really line up with the other one. That's one thing that I found out about it. Let me show you the bottom. This is the bottom. Like I said, some inaccuracies on this. These are supposed to be medium sea gray. I didn't do it that way. Decals are looking pretty good. The bottom was really fast to do. Fuel tanks, they have, I think, 4 decals each. The other version that I was gonna do has the rockets on the bottom. The thing is, when I was placing the decals, I was gonna do the version that you guys see on my intros, which is the 4 queens markings. But I grabbed the model by the nose, and it took one of the decals off, and it was a pretty noticeable one, you know. So I was, besides kicking myself, I just decided, you know what, I haven't placed the real markings on it when I just switched to the other version, so I had to do that. So the next plan for this is I'm gonna cover everything up with a coat of future wax. Then I'm gonna use a wash. Now the wash that I'm planning on using is Flory Models black wash. You should give it a little contrast with that. For the wheel wells on the bottom, I'm gonna make a wash using Tamiya Smoke, really thin down, and I'm gonna do a pin wash with that. Place everything, all the tiny little bits on using crazy glue. They hold better with crazy glue, and just using some kicker. Yeah, but everything is pretty much done. I apologize for taking forever. I'm gonna be showing you guys another bit with everything already placed on, and then I'm going to talk about the kit. Alright, so I'll see you in the next bit. Alright guys, so we're done. Let me zoom you in. You guys could see a little better. Nice and slow, there you go. And there she is. Let me get a pen here so I could point out. Decided to leave the canopy open. This door was a pain to glue open, just to get the right angle and the right perpendicularity. I mean, it's just, you know, it's very tricky. What I did, it was I glued it in, and then I stuck a little paintbrush underneath just to hold it in place. The canopy, we decided just to glue in using Tamiya's liquid cement. And the thing is, whenever you're gonna use glue for clear canopies, you gotta make sure you keep it ventilated, you know, so keep blowing air on it and you guys won't have any plants. The wash, this wash works really good, guys. I highly recommend it. My tip is drop a drop of the liquid detergent in there and just shake it really good. It helps it flow a lot better. It's kind of like a wash with made with pastel chalks, you know. You use the soap to break the surface tension, you know. But yeah, this was one of those kits that, you know, it was great putting it together. I did not use any filler at all. I didn't even look at the filler when I was doing this, and everything was great until I got to the decaling. I mean, it was just painful. These decals look like magnetic strips when I put them on. I had to use so much solution to make them blend in, and still on this decal right here, the USAF, there's a lot of wrinkles on it, and I actually, when I put the wash on, you could see the wrinkles even more, so I had to take most of it off. But other than that, it's a great kit. I highly recommend you get your own decals. Let me show you the underside. There it is. Let me zoom out. Here's the underside. Looks very, very good. You know, the front landing gear, it didn't really line up. I think they need to make this part a little shorter. That arm right here, they make it a little shorter because the landing gear is kind of sticking out a little. But other than that, you know, we got all the landing gear doors on. You know, everything is looking pretty good. Is it a show quality model? No, it's not. I think the decaling ruined it for me. I was gonna enter this at the IPMS show coming up in a week from now, but you know, with the decal problems, I probably wouldn't even place. I'll probably put it on the display table. I don't even know if we have a display table, but I wouldn't go neck to neck with modelers in my club. I mean, it is definitely not a show quality model, but you know, that's not who I am. I gotta remind myself, and I gotta stop being hard on myself. I gotta remind myself and say, you know, you gotta crawl before you can walk, and you gotta walk before you can run. And I sometimes think that I can run with these models. I gotta slow my pace down. I gotta pay more attention to the decaling. Just make sure that, you know, I know what I'm doing. Even though I got it down where I could blend them all in, there were some mistakes made by Tamiya on the decals. For example, the decals on the side weren't the same length. So if you look at it from the top, they're not actually lining up. I think I mentioned that on the other video. I can't remember because I've been filming by sections. But yeah, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my ghetto made light box with this, and I'm gonna take some pictures. So I'm gonna be leaving you guys with a slideshow with that. But yeah, great kit. I highly recommend it. Outclad is just another paint. I can do it, you can do it, anybody can do it. Just prep the plastic. That's what I would recommend. Okay guys, so enjoy the slideshow. I want to thank everybody for sticking around. Sorry it took me so long. I think it's been about 2.5 months, or 2 months I mean. It's just, I wanted to take my time with this, you know. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll leave you with the slideshow. Bye bye.